Some clients present with anger issues, and our challenge as the therapist is to identify what the source of that problem is, identify the target memories, and process them with EMDR therapy. In this video, I will explain how to identify those memories for processing. Please join me. I'm Dr. Michael Paterson, clinical psychologist and EMDR Europe accredited senior trainer. Sometimes clients present with anger issues. In my clinical practice, often these are men who come in, but sometimes it may be a woman, but generally men. When a client comes in, I'm trying to understand from their perspective, what is their motivation? Sometimes the client is quite open. I've got anger issues. I want to deal with it. Other times the body language of the client sitting in front of me tells me they don't want to be there. The arms are folded, legs crossed. They have a face on them like this, like they're sucking a lemon. So what brings you here? My wife says I've got anger issues. Ah, I see. Do you feel you have? Well, no, I don't think so. I might get a bit annoyed about things at times, but I don't have anger issues. Well, is it causing a problem in the relationship? Yes, it is. And that's the reason you're here? Yes, it is. Well, would you like to do something about that to make things better at home? I suppose so. So we've now got the client thinking about the possibility of making something different. I invite the client at the very start to help me understand what's triggering the anger for them. I have a few thoughts in my own mind what the triggers might be, but I need the client to be able to identify that as well. Clients often tell me they can't recognize what the triggers are. So I say, well, can you think about the last time you had an anger outburst with your partner? Yeah, it was last night. Can you tell me what happened? Well, she said something about taking the bin out. Well, what you watching the video might know as the trash can. So what then was implied by that? Well, she'd said earlier to me about taking the bin out and I'd been doing something else. Then she said it again. So what do you think was implied by her saying to you again about taking out the trash? That I hadn't done it right. Oh, right. So it's something about you not being good enough. Is that right? Well, I suppose it is. Can you bear with me just a moment? What I would like you to do is think back to that experience last night where your wife had made the comment about taking out the trash. Bring up the picture in your mind that represents the worst bit of it. Yes, that look on her face, looking as if she's disappointed. And what words seem to fit with that picture that say something negative about you, a negative belief? Well, I'm not good enough. And what emotion are you noticing now? Feeling a bit annoyed. And where do you feel that in your body? My shoulders. So if you think of those words, I'm not good enough, noticing that annoyance and that feeling in your shoulders, hold them together and float back in your memory. Just allow your mind to float back to an earlier time in your life when you felt something similar. So I'm allowing the client then to connect to the feeling state related to that more recent experience the day before. With that feeling state, floating back with that to an earlier time when the client felt something similar. Again, the similar feeling state. I'm noting down the response and then saying to the client, I've noted that, just float back even further again with those words, I'm not good enough, that emotion and that tension in your shoulders, that annoyance as well. Floating back further and noting every memory the client brings up, going back to the earliest recalled memory that the client has of feeling something similar. And that is the Touchstone memory. So why then, linking into a more recent memory, can the client link back to a whole series of other memories where they had the same feeling state or a similar feeling state? It's because memories are stored by association. That's what the adaptive information processing model in EMDR therapy holds, that memories are stored by association. By doing the floatback, it helps us identify those memories for processing. Depending on where this client is on the continuum of complexity, from the well-adjusted at this end to the most complex client presentation at that end, then that will determine how soon I would start working with the client on those past memories. But let's say the client is at this healthier end of the continuum of complexity. I would usually start with the Touchstone memory, help the client process that, then the other past memories, any present triggers that remain, and then the client's desired outcomes for the future. Now, of course, I will have done preparation phase work before that, stabilization, such as the calm, safe place, diaphragmatic breathing, the light stream. Such things as that then can create some stability for the client. And for the reasonably well-adjusted clients at this end of this continuum of complexity, then that might only take 15-20 minutes to do. But certainly take the client's history in addition to doing the floatback. I hope that this video has been helpful, and if it has, please click like down below. Also, if you haven't already subscribed free to the YouTube channel, please do that too. I want to help you become the best that you can possibly be in delivering EMDR therapy.